Introduction: The weight we carry. Have you ever found yourself trapped in a cycle of reliving past hurts? Many of us carry emotional burdens that weigh down our hearts and cloud our futures. In a world that often glorifies grudges and revenge, forgiveness can seem like a foreign, even impossible concept. Yet, forgiveness holds transformative power. It is not about excusing wrongdoing or forgetting pain. It is about reclaiming your peace, healing your heart, and unlocking a future unchained by bitterness. This book will guide you on a journey of understanding, practicing, and embracing forgiveness to create a life of freedom and emotional well-being. Chapter 1: Understanding Forgiveness: What it is and what it isn't. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. Some see it as a sign of weakness, a way of letting someone get away with hurting us. Others think it means we must forget the offense and act as if nothing happened. Both ideas are far from the truth. Forgiveness is not condoning bad behavior. It does not erase the pain caused. Rather, it is a conscious decision to release resentment and anger, to stop allowing the offense to control our emotions and decisions. Forgiveness is about freeing ourselves from the toxic grip of bitterness. It's also important to distinguish forgiveness from reconciliation. Reconciliation is about restoring a broken relationship, which requires effort and willingness from both parties. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is a personal choice that does not depend on the offender's actions or attitudes. You can forgive someone without ever speaking to them again, especially if reconciliation would be harmful. Psychologically, forgiveness has been linked to lower stress levels, improved mental health, and greater overall well-being. Spiritually, it aligns us with God's heart, allowing His peace to fill the places once occupied by anger. Chapter 2: The High Cost of Unforgiveness. Holding on to grudges is like carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go. Over time, this emotional burden seeps into every aspect of life. Research shows that chronic resentment can lead to increased anxiety, depression, and even physical illnesses such as heart disease. Unforgiveness traps us in a victim mindset, where we continually relive the hurt and allow it to define us. This mindset robs us of joy, creativity, and the ability to form deep, trusting relationships. Stories abound of individuals whose lives were dominated by anger and bitterness, only to experience a profound transformation once they chose to forgive. Take Maria, for example. After years of harboring anger towards a friend who betrayed her, Maria found herself isolated and anxious. It wasn't until she forgave, not to excuse the betrayal, but to free herself, that she began to heal and rebuild meaningful relationships. Chapter 3: The Healing Power of Letting Go. Modern science affirms what spiritual traditions have taught for centuries. Forgiveness heals. Studies reveal that individuals who practice forgiveness experience lower blood pressure, reduced symptoms of depression, and improved immune function. From a biblical perspective, forgiveness is central to spiritual freedom. Jesus' teachings emphasize forgiveness not just as a moral duty, but as a key to living a fulfilled life. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Luke 6:37 speaks to the reciprocal nature of grace. Forgiveness allows emotional release, breaking cycles of pain and resentment. It shifts focus from the offense to one's own healing, empowering individuals to reclaim their inner peace. Chapter 4: The Process of Forgiveness, Step by Step. Forgiveness doesn't happen overnight. It is a journey that begins with acknowledging the hurt. Pretending it didn't affect you only delays healing. Name the pain and allow yourself to feel it. Next, try to see the offender through a lens of compassion. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but acknowledges their humanity. Often, people hurt others from their own unresolved pain. Practical exercises such as writing a forgiveness letter, whether you send it or not, and guided meditations can help release resentment. It's also vital to establish boundaries to protect your emotional well-being. Forgiveness is about letting go of anger, not inviting further harm. Chapter 5: Forgiving the Unforgivable. Some offenses feel impossible to forgive. Abuse, betrayal, deep personal losses. Forgiving in these circumstances may seem unattainable, yet countless stories prove otherwise. Consider Corrie ten Boom, a Holocaust survivor who forgave a former Nazi guard. Her forgiveness was not born out of human strength, but through the grace of God. She described forgiveness as an act of will, which the Holy Spirit empowers when we are willing. Radical forgiveness doesn't negate justice or accountability. It's an internal release that allows the victim to heal, irrespective of external circumstances. Leaning on God's grace is essential in such cases, recognizing that His power enables us to do what feels humanly impossible. Chapter 6. Self-forgiveness, freeing yourself from shame. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is ourselves. We replay past mistakes, consumed by guilt and self-condemnation. Yet, self-forgiveness is vital for healing. Start by acknowledging your imperfections without excuses. Accept responsibility, seek to make amends where possible, and then release the burden. Remember, God's forgiveness is unconditional. If He can forgive you, you must learn to extend that same grace to yourself. Practice self-compassion. Healing comes when we let go of self-imposed chains of guilt. Chapter 7. Living a forgiving lifestyle. Forgiveness is not a one-time event, but a way of life. Developing a heart posture of forgiveness involves daily decisions to let go of offenses, big or small. Teaching forgiveness to children starts with modeling it in your own life. Open conversations about grace and the value of second chances instill these principles from a young age. In the workplace and community, cultivating a culture of grace means addressing conflicts with empathy and understanding. Forgiveness fosters environments of trust, collaboration, and emotional safety. Chapter 8. The future beyond forgiveness. Imagine a life free from the burdens of anger and resentment. Forgiveness clears emotional clutter, making room for joy, purpose, and meaningful relationships. Forgiveness also unlocks spiritual clarity, aligning you with God's purpose for your life. Relationships deepen, opportunities expand, and emotional well-being flourishes when you live unburdened. Create a personal forgiveness action plan. Identify lingering offenses, commit to the process, and establish routines, like journaling or prayer, to maintain a forgiving heart. Your journey starts now. Forgiveness is not a one-time act, but a lifelong journey of choosing freedom over bondage, peace over anger, and healing over hurt. In a world that constantly tempts us to hold on to offenses, the choice to forgive is revolutionary. It is a gift you give to yourself and a step toward a future filled with light, hope, and love. Are you ready to let go and move on? My prayer for you is that you find peace after watching this video. Don't spend another second of your life being weighed down and unhappy because of the actions of another person. Not 1 second. Forgiving someone is not for them. It is for you. Release yourself. Now, give yourself a gift. God bless you today and every day.